Okay, now I have to remember what I'm doing. I didn't really do a whole lot here, and the game might even want me to go out of here and back to a different area. Sometimes this type of game will make you do that. I think, though, what it actually wants me to do is get over here. I believe this is the main objective here, is I gotta do something to get over here. You'd think he could just, like, you know, just go on the rope and slide down. Or maybe there's like a extra step he needs to do to get on there. Yeah. Cannot find the door. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I'll check that out. You know, it'd be nice if the door opened on its own. Well, if only we could be so lucky. If only. Yeah, I had a weird sleep today. I kind of slept enough, but it was fractured. Because I got woken up by construction. But then I managed to get back to sleep not too long after. I think I'm going to be mandated to just get up earlier so that I get more sleep and it's less weird. So I'm going to have to adjust my sleep schedule, I guess. Yeah, and this thing doesn't do anything. Yeah, I remember that. Well, that's fun. That's fun, getting woken up by that too. Yeah, I've been woken up by many things. I hope you're excited for more Sphinx. This is what you're going to be seeing 90% of the time, if not more. Oh boy. Much like Donkey Kong 64, you know what Sphinx could use? A map. But we don't have one of those. We're fresh out of maps. We just have notes. Man, this UI, the controls for this UI are really bad. Yeah. Oh, so those notes don't appear to be very helpful at the moment. It's really incredible that you move so slow when you jump. Like, whenever you jump, you just dead stop. Almost. That's quite the decision that they made. I assume this is the exit. Why do you suppose that this exit is so large, but then you go out of a tiny door? How do you suppose that works? Like, what? How does that make any sense? That was me drinking my cold brew, which sometimes makes stupid noises from my mouth. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, we got some stairs key, right? Fuck if I could find the stairs door. The mysterious stairs door. Hello, sir. You welcome in. Was it this? This looks like a door. It's not next to stairs, though. Oh, this is the one that I've been in that automatically opens. Okay. Oh, you know, I should, drop my key light. That might help the tracking a little bit. You dusted your PC. I wonder if my PC needs a dusting. Probably. My case doesn't really collect much in the way of dust, thankfully. But it probably could use one. And it is that time of year where it's actually a pretty good opportunity to do that. The only problem is I hate fucking connecting everything back to my PC. And then also it's really heavy. Really, really heavy case. It's like got a bunch of glass and stuff. So there's that as well. It's kind of just a one of those things. Yeah, I believe we do. I don't think that the stairs key is used in this building. I'm pretty sure that we have exhausted all areas of this building. And I don't see anywhere that this goes. None of the doors are, like, locked. So I guess we're supposed to be looking outside. I guess I could try looking at, like, the description of the item, maybe. If, yeah, in the well courtyard. Okay, that's my bad. So it isn't here then. Okay. So I guess if we want some hints on whatever to do in this game, we have to look at, like, descriptions for items. Could have saved myself some time if I had known that. But now I know that. So in the future, when I get a thing, I can just look at that. And that will help me. Because now I know it's out here somewhere. In the vast majority of video games I have played, that is never a relevant or useful thing to do. And this is like some, like, mini-game thing that we don't have the power for, if I recall. There's this thing. Is this it? Nope. Yeah, I'll have to do my best. I don't see any stairs. This courtyard sure is lacking in stairs. Those aren't stairs. Fuck you, game. Well, anyway. It helps if you have, like, an actual visual for what you're telling me, video game. Something to actually, like, represent what the name of the thing is that I got. Be pretty cool. I hope you like loading screens. The GameCube is doing its best. So this is just like a random dungeon, or what? What if... Okay, is this like a thing I have to get to donate? Is this like stuff that I just donate to get some progression? I can afford this small frog. Like, I exactly have enough for that. At least I think so. Yeah, I do. Hi, Dubious. Well, let me buy the small frog. No, I don't want to buy another. What's up, dude? Okay, not very helpful dialogue. But I should be able to donate that, and I think that'll get me something. So that might just be the next thing in progression. But yeah, not much to report since I last streamed. I watched a bunch of X-Files. Why does my dog want out of the room already? I'm not letting her back in. Give me a minute, or less than that. I hope you enjoyed a zoomed-in look. Get a real good look at that guy. The fuck? Weird-ass noises in this. Oh. I just spent all my scarabs, didn't I? Okay. Loading screens are everywhere here, huh? Oh, I could be here for a long time, chat. Unless I have a blowpipe. How did he know I didn't have a blowpipe? He could just immediately tell by just taking one look at me and being like, you don't have a blowpipe. You are not a blower. You know what does have loading screens? What has loading screens are trains and buses. All of those have loading screens. Maybe. Hey, what is this? Okay, so these are all like shops and stuff that are just here to take your money. Like everything here is just like all money grabbing. This sure is just a lot of stuff everywhere. So another thing blocking my path. I probably get that. I probably get those papers from giving that frog to that guy. Yeah, I'm gonna take a guess. There's probably nothing to do over here. Yeah. There were a lot of Prince of Persia games, and I guess they do still make them. They came out with, like, what, 1 or 2 of them recently? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, boy. I'm just, like, thinking, how long am I going to be trapped in just this area alone? It's so large. And it's And it's got a lot of loading screens anytime you dare go inside of a building. Certainly not what I would describe as a quick jaunt. Wonder if I can just drop down here and I can find some shit. The answer seems to be yes. I think I could still get over here through other means, though. But, yeah, I can just do this. But yeah, I can get over here, by just, walking over, yeah. I guess it's easy scarabs. Sort of. I think here they want me to, grab the ledge or something. Or this, yeah, grab this. And we have, what, like 3 Prince of Persia games or something on the GameCube? There's a decent amount. There's like a decent amount. There's at least 2. Got Sands of Time and something else. One thing that's kind of a bit interesting about this game is how scarabs are just an infinite resource, it seems. Like, if you wanted to grind, you could just get all of the currency you would ever need for anything. It's just a matter of time commitment and having a good farm spot, I suppose. And there is a cap, though, on how much you can carry. You can only go up to 400 for the gold, at least. Well, get ready for my loads. But yeah, I got around to watching the Melanin Vampire episode of the X-Files again. That was a real hoot and holler. Definitely not a weirdly racist episode. Don't worry, they had a lot of black actors. They had so many black actors in it, it was okay. Take my small frog. Now, what does that get me? So it did nothing. Okay. Well, I'm out of 60 scarabs, I guess. But again, they're pretty easy to get. So it's kind of whatever, I suppose. Let me double check. Did I get something? No. Maybe it didn't work. Maybe I didn't press like the correct button to donate. Oh, yeah. Why would they do that? A, to confirm. Y, to select the frog. Why? This game's got a real bad control scheme sometimes, I can say that much. I don't know why you would swap buttons on the next menu. Zipline handle. That is the thing I was wanting. You really cannot trust this game for anything. You have to, like, double check everything that you do. Hey, Golden Cream. Still fucks me up that this is such a large entrance. And then, like, on the outside, it's a tiny door. You can clearly tell this game was not done and had a shitload of cut content. It's, like, so, like, just bizarre. Nothing really has any structure. You see how tiny this fucking door is? I just can't get over that. It's so stupid. Anyway. Gotta make use of these save points while you have them. It's been successfully saved. Okay, so what now? Do I just jump in the boat and hope I don't die? I guess so. It's not moving though. Maybe there's another zip line. Maybe this isn't the one. Or maybe I have to get out of this world and go back to the hub, and maybe there's a zip line thing at the hub. And yeah, that can happen. Maybe I talk to you. Nope. Like, it looks like this would... Why didn't I go on the zip line? What? You okay, game? Oh, nice hitbox. It does go back up. Well, the game says I gotta seek transport and meet up with them as soon as possible, blah, blah, blah. And the place we're in is this, right? So, right? So surely this would be the place. Let me talk to more random NPCs again. Nope. Don't let that guy drop his balls. That crusty juggler needs to, be a crusty juggler. What about you? Do you have anything to say? Nope. You certainly do not. Wow, there sure are not a lot of options here. I could try going back into the... well. Maybe that's got something, or I just go back to the hub. I could just do that. Either way, both of them are down here. I have a feeling that none of these are the answers, though, and it's something else. I could try going up to the bigger area. Maybe there's a zip line I didn't see. Maybe that's got the thing. Oh, I gotta break these pots. It's important. Who knows when I'll need gold scarab. That's the exit out. More frogs. That would be really, really, really interesting if that were the case. That they make you farm for money. This really is one of these games where I'm just thinking to myself, chat, should I just have a guide up at all times? Like, should I even try to do this legitimately? Does it even matter? This game doesn't seem, most of the time anyway, does not appear to have any kind of logic. It just sort of does whatever. It's cool that that thing just doesn't work half the time that you try it. Which does make me think, what if the boat is the same way? Or you have to be in a very specific spot for the boat. Yeah, I'll try the other area. I'll try the other area up above. Because there might be something up there. So... Hey, Oblivion Bird. Yeah, this game has only on a few seldom occasions actually given me a hint about what I'm supposed to be doing, but most of the time it doesn't. Yeah, it's not exactly, encouraging. Okay, so we got a zipline here, and I think this is just for a collectible. That just immediately falls off. How am I feeling about Discord's impending doom? I mean, I've known about Discord's impending doom for at least a year, if not more. So, this is just another extra step in its, path towards death. I have gone through more than one cycle of like the messaging software app thing that we use to talk to people. Like I've been through a handful. It's not my first time and it won't be the last. I feel pretty neutral about it overall. Cause yeah, like it just seems like nobody wants to make the make that kind of function permanent because they're always looking to turn it into some untenable business. Okay, so we can do this now. Wow. Amazing. It's not progress, but it did that. Maybe I have to give this guy scarabs now. I have scarabs. Want some 10 scarabs? Take them. It did nothing other than take my money. Wow, so the game just robbed me. Cool. So you're just a fucking bullshit faker and you should die. That's how that works. So because this game has weird momentum with its movement, that's why I died and fell off. Because he doesn't stop when you tell him to stop. He still has like a little bit more movement after you let go. But yeah, I'm kind of getting the indication that, this is not a game that I should be trying to play normally. We'll see. But so far, it's not looking good. Okay, so I see a thing over there with a bigger boat. That might be something. I might be able to get over there. So you need money for everything in this game. Got it. So in other words, Be kind of selective on what you spend your money on, and also be sure to hit those pots whenever you see them. All things worth remembering. Alright, so this is progress, it looks like. But yeah, I'm fine with Discord going down or whatever at some point. It'll probably be a few years until the full rot sets in, though. Or at least until people are willing to move. Oh yeah, there's like allegedly some kind of story. This cutscene presentation is definitely still not the most awkward thing ever. Oh, he's so evil. What? Oh, I couldn't see that coming. Also, who is this guy? It would help if you actually established who this is. Because, like, he could have just stayed looking the same as he was, and it wouldn't have been any different from my perspective. Like, it really would have been fine. I would have still figured he was an evil guy, and he could have just been the evil guy, and there was no reveal. Nothing was set up there. It's set. What? No way. Anyway, be careful not to, like, game over or die, because then we get to watch that whole cutscene again. This looks like a very large area. Why are all the places in this so fucking big? I hope that most of this isn't even accessible. That way it's just easier for me. Well, we're stuck here now. Anyway, please enjoy never having a save point, ever. An image of a large bird on this. Okay. Sure. Fine. Oh, that looks like a save point. Whoa, did they decide to have any kind of sanity? Alright, we have huge, gigantic area. Where do I go first? Well, this looks like it could be something. Like a dungeon or something. It's probably gonna, like, just make me leave as soon as I enter, because it'll be like, you don't have the special item. And I'm like, oh shit, I don't have the special item. Fuck. Do you ever just get turned away because you don't have the special item? These things have been known to happen. The hell? Weird. Very strange. Very strange critters. That was sure tedious. Hey, at least it did something. Can't seem to interact with this. Yeah, we don't have the special thing. And we probably won't find the special thing in here. Seems like both of these opened up. I don't know if both of them opened at the same time. Or if it's just one of these that opened up. Oh, you don't have the special thing. Fuck. How are we gonna do this if we don't have it? We need so many special things that we don't have. What are we gonna do? There's these things, but I can't seem to do anything with them. What did that even do? It didn't give me my health back, but yet it showed my health. Did it give me like 1/4 of it back or something? Talk about cheap. You know, in Zelda, if you like rolled, it would make you go a little faster sometimes, or at least give you a sense of speed. Not this game, though. I'm already yawning, chat. It's so fucking boring. Okay, all these rooms are the same. It's kind of what I figured. It just wants 5 bajillion collectible things to put into pedestals in order for you to get anywhere inside the thing. It's exactly as I predicted. They just boot me out as soon as I enter. I got some eye. Well, at least I got something to start on. At least it's something to start on. So, an eye, huh? Is there a way for me to tell by just looking at the statues where that belongs, or is it just pure guesswork? I guess we're gonna find out. I'm so excited to just try this on every statue until something works. This is what we call gameplay. Certainly none of these look like they belong. I wonder if it's even going to work on any of them in this. It could just be incompatible entirely. Well, it doesn't seem to let me use any of these. So I guess it'll just tell me ahead of time. I don't even have to guess. I just interact with each thing, and if it just says no, and I have my answer. Yeah, I was watching someone for a bit stream Expedition 33, which comes out like, what, tomorrow or something? I don't know. But, you know, streamer early access. And I only saw, like, intro parts, so I barely saw, like, much in the way of gameplay or anything. It was all still, like, tutorial stuff. So I didn't really see a whole lot of meat with the game. I just kind of saw the visuals and some basic story stuff. It looked fine. It has that unfortunate thing of being on Unreal Engine 5. So, like, all the usual trappings and failings of Unreal Engine 5 are fully on display. At least they were with whatever the streamer was using, which might have been a PS5. I don't know. But yeah, the hair looked terrible, you know. TAA to hell. Visual artifacts. The usual shtick. The usual UE5 nonsense. I do wonder how well it'll run on my computer if I ended up getting it at some point. But yeah, the introductory price, like, at the right storefronts for, like, an introductory discount or whatever, it's pretty good. Like, price-wise, it's a lot more reasonable. It's actually cheaper than, the Oblivion remaster. Which, you know, every now and then I see people streaming it because everybody's streaming it, right? So I see more footage of it over time, and that sure just looks weird. Some of it looks fine, some of it looks pretty good, but there's a lot of stuff that's just weird. Okay, so we need another one. Some of it just looks really strange because they're, like, injecting all of the higher end assets into the existing game. Yeah. Some of my friends say stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, that just instantly killed me or something. That's weird. Some of my friends say that, and I'm like, Game Pass is like $14 for the cheapest tier in Canada, and they're like, oh, haven't had one of those in a while. And they're like, yeah, they were like, oh, you're on Game Pass. And it's like, yeah, no, I canceled Game Pass like 2 years ago because it kept going up and up in price in Canada and they would not lower it. and it's like way too fucking expensive. Also, like, the Xbox app on the Windows Store is fucking trash. Like, it's really bad. And my download speeds are always terrible. Like, to download, like, even if I did do the Game Pass thing and tried out the Oblivion remaster on it or whatever, based off my prior experience with them, to download a game off of their app, it would take, like, for Oblivion, which is 120 gigabytes, that'd probably take, like, fucking 3 or 4 hours for me to download. Like, it's pretty pathetic. Okay, so you can just put this in different ones. I still don't have 2, though, so I don't know if that's helpful. Like, I don't know if I can take that back, or... Great Wall entrance leading to the Anubis Tower. But yeah, there's... Why is the sign just, like, pointing to, like, the fucking wall? That's not really how signs work when you have them with, like, an arrow doing a little pointing thing. It's not very intelligent. That is so fucking jank. It still takes down your health, but it just instantly, like, puts you back here. It's weird. That is so strange that they did it that way. Let me see if I can just take this eye back. I doubt that... Nope. No, you cannot. Okay, so you need to get multiple of these eyes. Probably. I still don't really see anywhere to go, though, because, like, the only other place I've seen is, like, where these towers are that just instantly paste me, so... Doesn't seem to be very productive. Maybe there's something I can do over here. Will it let me swim, or is it instant death again from the water? Is this, like, instant death water? Oh, wait, there's this thing over here. Hold on. Hold on. I can probably use this, unless I'm not high enough. Oh, I'm too short. So like, I could use this, except for the fact it's too high up. So they just have this here, and I can't fucking use it. Brilliant. Pretty cool. So I can take a very educated guess, then, that if this is here, if I go in the water, I'm just gonna lose health and get pasted again. That is a reasonable assumption, but I should probably test it. I should probably test it because I don't have any options. Okay, so the game is stupid then. Got it. So you can swim here, but in the other area that's next to it that I traveled from, you can't. Got it. Yeah, sure, why not? Well, anyway, that simplifies things a bit. Okay, so I can hit these, and it's like... does something. Maybe it's a time limit thing. But they're not giving me any special feedback. So maybe it's just do it really quick. Yeah, it seems to be just do it fast. Or maybe I need to get like some ranged attack item that makes it so it's possible to do this at all. Could be either one. Oh no, these don't last at all. Hold on. Okay, no, that's way too quick. Yeah, I would need some ranged attack. Almost guaranteed. So that is currently just useless. Man, what a video game. But yeah, no, Game Pass is a bad deal for Canadians. Bad service. Microsoft versions of games are also like different, and they're usually worse. There's all kinds of problems with Game Pass and all that ecosystem. It's not going to be around for much longer anyway. So like it's kind of irrelevant, because like the thing is that you keep all your progress and all of that on the games that are on that app, right? So you kind of fuck yourself in that end. And if you're like me and you have a Steam Deck, it's not easy, or in some cases it feels borderline impossible to actually like play the games on there and like have that all be seamless and sensible. I think the only option is like some really jank setup that sucks ass, or and takes a ton of work to set up, and or you do some like cloud streaming thing that also sucks and is terrible. Whereas if you just buy a game on Steam, it's gonna fucking boot up and it'll just fucking work that way, if it's at least at all confirmed to work on it, you know? A lot more simple than this other shit, you know? Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna try swimming over here, because this looks like there's something over here. This could be something. You know what they really should have done? Not made this area absolutely comically gigantic. That's something they should have just not done. Okay, something's happening. Oh, this guy's back. I don't have the power to jump high enough. That thing I don't have. So, Emotep in the temple on Sun Shrine Island. And he's looking for me. So I gotta go to Sun Shrine Island. I'm not sure if that's gonna have a big sign and labeling next to it. That guy sure just was there. He sure dealt a shitload of damage to me. Pretty close to a game over if that happens again. This game's very cagey about giving you health. This wooden box looks like it might burn if a source of fire gets close enough to it. Could have told me about that when I was in the dungeon earlier and saw like 3 of these. I got an eagle stone. This charm stone allows you to summon a great eagle when stood on special points. Okay, so that thing back there. Also, nice sound looping here when it's in this. Yeah, that's real good. Yeah, no, Expedition 33 could be interesting. I think my problem with a lot of like upcoming RPG releases is that unless they have some major drip associated with them, like Metaphor Refuntatio did, I kind of just have a really, really big backlog of RPGs I can play, both retro and like newer-ish. That, I don't know, the justification to get another RPG that I might play right away or not is kind of not really justified. Oh yeah, wrong way. Whatever, this is probably faster anyway. Because it puts me back here. You know, I should probably save. I could have actually done that, and that would have been probably a good idea. Because I don't think the game's going to give me another opportunity. So I kind of actually just wasted time. I should go back. Because, holy shit, do you guys remember what happened last stream? I lost 40 minutes of progress. Because this game is insane. So yeah, I should probably just, go here and talk to the stupid statue. Yeah, I mean, I'll have to see. The thing with Expedition 33 is they'll probably also have the potential to go even cheaper. With some time. Or the same price later, so it's not like there's a big rush or anything. Because, like, I still haven't even gotten halfway through Baldur's Gate 3. And Baldur's Gate 3 did just get its, like, allegedly last big update. Supposedly. I think that would be a much better use of my time than playing Expedition 33, just to be frank, right? It's also, I already have that game, so it's just right, it's right there. I think you have to climb these. Yeah, these are the ones that have the, yeah, when they have that stupid symbol, you can climb these. Okay, so this is I think this game's, yeah, this game's got like the weird jumping, so I don't even think it really matters what like side of the rope you're on. I'm not sure what this will do, but I guess we'll find out. Will it take me over to that cave over there? No. It put me over here, I guess. Why is this so opened? Like, it's so confusing because it's so opened up. Okay, Sunshine Island is this way. I guess I lucked out. A Neon Harper, welcome in. I mean, I've played worse. I've played worse than this. This is just like a game that doesn't respect your time. I just got done finishing Donkey Kong 64. So, like, you know, that game's the same sort of vibe. Of like, yeah, we're just gonna make everything take as long as possible. I think the main issue with this game is that, like, this game is far more cryptic. Most of the time, Donkey Kong 64 is, like, pretty good at telling you what to do. There are exceptions. There were certainly a few exceptions, but, like, it was pretty good at kind of giving you objectives and ideas of what you're doing. Whereas this is, like, really not doing that most of the time so far. That's kind of the, thing that I kind of take away from this one. I was mentioning earlier that I am considering, depending on how this goes, that I may end up, Okay, I do not have a means to deal with this. I don't have anything I can't do anything underwater. So this is just pointless. Okay. Well, I guess I'll die. But I was considering that I might end up, having a guide up for this game. We'll see. I try not to do that with games. When I do stuff for the challenge especially, like, I try my best not to do shit like that. But there's also not really any reward in figuring it out yourself, because it's just, like, it's less about, oh, this is so smart, and you're gonna feel so smart when you figure it out yourself. It's a lot less of that. It's more, oh, the game developers didn't finish their game. Uh-oh. So, like, they just didn't put any signposting or anything to tell you what to do. And that's a lot more of where this game clocks in at. Oh, that's an enemy hole, so I'm gonna get attacked. Yeah. Although I actually might need this. Hold on. Maybe this can be used for something, because it did that one time. Yeah, we gotta use it for these. I see. I see what they're doing. Yes, I gotta bait it over here. That one was pretty easy. Yeah, my general understanding of the history of this game is it was another classic 6th gen game of being overly ambitious. And then they didn't have enough time and or money to finish the game, so it just ended up being a complete mess of just cut content everywhere. This game still does not make any amount of sense with its progression or, like, what's happening in the story, because it's just, like, jumping around to a bunch of, like, random places. Okay, I got another eye. That's good. I am indeed the master of all baits. So I could just put the eye here, but it has not really been established what this does, and I could just save this for the other thing. But my assumption is I'm going to have enough eyes to put this in any of them. I don't know. They haven't explained what these are. Maybe if I look at the name, like, what is your description? Can I get to that menu? Is there a way for me to look at that? Thanks. Nope. Nope. No elaboration. So I think I have to do this because there was that area that I found that clearly required me to have some sort of, like, dash ability underwater. So I probably have to do this to get, like, an ability. There are checkpoints in the ocean I must swim through. Typical structure, yep. It's like Spyro. The checkpoints will only stay for a limited time, so you want to reach them before they deactivate. Yep. The fuck? My monitor just, like, flickered or something. It was the, my secondary. That was fucking weird. When you pass through a checkpoint, the next one will activate. Yep, standard structure. Yep. Okay. Oh, okay, we're just getting right into it. Alright. Why the fuck? What? Okay, I guess I have to hold up while I'm swimming, otherwise he just dead stops, even though I'm holding down the other button. That's fine. Where is it? Oh, man. Can you go faster, please? Gosh, the way this control scheme works for the swimming is very, very poorly thought out. Uh-oh, there's like enemies over there or something. That's not good. Yeah, they're going for me. Hello, Giga Boots. Welcome in. I'm doing a swimming course with really bizarre controls. No, it's not better swimming than DK64. That's like one of the things that DK64 has going for it that a lot of other 3D platformers don't, is it actually has pretty good swimming controls, honestly. Like, pretty damn good. Like, that's just the thing about Donkey Kong 64 that's such, like, a bummer, I guess, is that there are some things in that game that are really, really good. That I found impressive, especially for the time of release. It's just that Rare was really dead set on making a game that wasted as much time as the player as possible. Like, that's really what a lot of it comes down to, is it's just that. Like, they just, on purpose, made the game that way. And that's really it. Like, that's a lot of it. I would be a lot more positive on that game if it was just structured normally. Like, if Rare was just not British, it could be a much better game. All right. So I got something. Okay, I can swim underwater at great speed. Swim with gusto underwater. Seems like that's going to be required for progression, yeah. Okay. Because, like, Donkey Kong 64 swimming is actually pretty damn good. Its only problem is that some of the areas that are designed with the swimming in mind are, like, not great. And the camera can be a problem. But, you know, the camera is a separate problem from the swimming. Okay. This is another one of these things where you need fire to get whatever's in here. And the only way we can currently create fire is by having some enemy come out of a enemy hole and run up to the thing. So there's probably going to be some ability that we get that lets just make fire on the spot, and that will let us get some progression going on that. Yeah, I genuinely am very concerned about this game because it has presented me with these gigantic, partially open world areas with no real direction for the most part, other than I need to get to Sunshine Island. So, like, I guess that's the place over there? But why did they make this so fucking huge? Like, that's kind of like where I'm clocking in as. Why is this so unnecessarily, ungodly large? I mean, I guess I know the answer to this question, right? But, like, so I guess I'll rephrase this, yeah. Grand Theft Auto really just broke the brains of every game ever. That really is just the takeaway. Grand Theft Auto comes out and they're like, we have to do it like them. Okay, so there's this down here, and I have no idea what this is about, but I guess I'll take a look. This could be like an alternate path. Maybe I have to go here. Okay, so this is showing up again. I actually still don't have a way to get past that, so this doesn't help me. It just saves me time, which is good, but still not useful. Does not fix anything. This underwater effect is pretty decent for its gen, all things considered, to be honest. That's, like, pretty good. Alright, I guess I was able to avoid the the weird fish. Wow, they put a save point here. Crazy. That's not... That's kind of a bit surprising. I don't know why the earlier part of the game was so deranged that it just decided to not have any save point for like a super long time. At least they are doing better about it now. Why did he make that noise? Far to the north, huh? In the land of Inferno. You're basically talking about the hub area. That's what you're talking about, right? That looks like a Spyro enemy. Reminds me of the, what is that called? The Egg Thief? Kind of like similar look to the Egg Thief, or a few other Spyro enemies, to be honest. It's the eyes and like the dark, like the eyes in the darkness kind of look. Did you know that Spyro is really good? At least the first two are. I still haven't actually really played the third, but I just do not hear good things about the third Spyro game. But you know, if you haven't played Spyro, like 1 and 2, really recommend them. The remakes are fine, but they do have weird technical problems, so I usually just recommend the originals, to be honest. Wow, are we gonna be able to play The Mummy after like 4 hours? Basket. That's certainly a choice. So return Mummy to his original form by getting all the collectibles. Very, very typical of this type of genre. Which isn't a bad thing, just an observation. I sometimes just think about good video games when I play weird ones like this that are just not done. I think about Zeldas. I think about your 3D Marios. I think about Kero Quest 64, which needed to come out because I need it in my life. I need the full video game. Kero Quest 64 looks like... I mean, I played the whole demo and 100% it. Fucking incredible. Incredible fucking demo. I really hope that it comes out, like, sometime soon without taking too long, but... Hey, we gotta save. We're the Mummy now. So basically what I can take from this is... when we played the Prince earlier, it's pretty much identical. Like, it's the same gameplay. Now that he's the Mummy, it's just the same shit again. We're just a mummy now. The model's changed, but otherwise it's the exact same shit. You hadn't heard of Caro Quest? Well, I highly recommend it. Like, if the... I don't know if the demo is still available, because I got it through the Steam Next Fest. If the demo's still up, I highly recommend giving it a whirl. It's... If you're a Mario 64 sicko, which I think you are, right? That game is, like, made by Mario 64 sickos. It is really good. But it's also not, like, evil. At least not in the demo. Like, it's not like it's mean-spirited. It's just really well made. Okay, so now I get to... Speaking of things that are well made, this is not one of these games. I now have to figure out how to get out of this room. The door doesn't want to open. I can only crawl and I can only jump. So these are the two things I have. There's a cage. Okay, we're going on the cage. Okay, I see. All right. I guess we're just doing some platforming here. Is this cinematic platforming? I was thinking about that the other day. Thinking about the whole genre of cinematic platformer. And how a lot of cases you can kind of construe cinematic platformer as it's a 2D platformer, but it doesn't control well. That's often kind of the vibe it has. Like, it's got nice animations or whatever, or maybe it's got a cool little story and presentation, but it doesn't play well. That just seems to be the thing about the cinematic platformer, is it's like, look at what we did, but also the game doesn't play very well. Do you like it? And I'm like, no, probably not. The heck? What are we doing here? Well, I guess that. At least I don't lose any health here, right? Like, I can appreciate that about the mummy section here. Just like the last one. You can't seem to really truly die. You just lose some progress like this and whatever. You don't actually have the potential of a game over, which is preferable. But, like, what is the... Can I swing? Oh, okay, it's just... You have to go on the right side. Or... No? Yes? Maybe I can make the jump from the top. Because I can't look behind me, so I don't know what's over there. Oh, it's just the camera. Oh, okay, it's one of these. Making it so you can't actually see what you're doing. Okay, I can look up like that. That's something. Okay. You know, you can tell a game is really not the best experience when I legit think to myself, I would rather be driving a car around in a circle for 20 hours for a GameCube game. Or, like, I think to myself, I would rather be playing, like, a football game. And then if I say, as soon as I say football game, Spiff is, like, clapping his hands and, like, jumping around. There's only, like, fucking 20 football games on the GameCube. I don't know if it's actually 20, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Is that all? Only? Like 20? I assume these are pressure sensitive. Yeah, so there's like something I gotta find to drag over. Some crate, some box. Some piece of stone that I don't have access to. Yeah, for those who are not aware, the last sports game I played was like NHL Hits 2003, or I think it was 2003. It's like the second NHL Hits game. It's a midway sports game. And I discovered that the most optimal strat to winning was to score like a few goals and then just skate in a circle, like near the center of the rink. And just skate in a circle because the AI wasn't able to counter that. So if I just kept skating in a circle, they would just keep chasing me and they would not be able to like do anything about it. So I ended up doing that for about 10 hours. Maybe it was more than 10 hours. Was it like 14? I forget. It was a lot. It was a lot. It went on for quite some time. Okay, so crawling does not give me any kind of stealth buff here. So I guess I just gotta look around and... well, there's a few WWE games on the GameCube, but you're referring to Day of Reckoning. So the thing about WWE Day of Reckoning is that out of any game that I've tried in the GameCube challenge so far, it is by far the game where I have felt the most, like, helpless. Like, it genuinely felt like that game was impossible. That game was extremely discouraging. It really just felt like a complete wall of just getting nowhere. Okay, so... And then, like, I'll have to beat every GameCube game, so, like, it'll get done. It's just a matter of when, I guess. Okay, so I think what's going on here is that this will reset the door state, but the game still expects me to find a way to stealth through. So maybe it's just a matter of just timing. Like, it's looking over in certain directions, and I just have to go. Yeah, that's all it is. Part of the problem with the wrestling game stuff is I don't have any experience, and they expect you to have a lot of experience. And kind of my hope is that if stream viewer number keeps going up, that maybe I will get enough people watching who can actually give some constructive information about what I can do to get better and do the things that the game needs me to do to beat it. Because that's a big part of the problem, is I don't know how to get better. And it would be more likely with the higher amount of viewers that I would have people who can actually help me with that game, instead of just say things where it's like, oh, you just need to play the game for like 100+ hours and then you'll be able to do everything on instinct to get really, really good. No, I need people who can actually tell me some shit and do some research and who really know these games, that can actually get me at all any progress in that. I think that's my hope. That's what I would prefer out of that stuff. So, like, I might just delay that for as long as it's needed and just keep it shelved until I can find a solution to that. Like, we still have lots of games left. We have, like, a little... There are, like, 641 total GameCube games. And we are on our 58th GameCube game currently, so, you know... It's less than 600, but pretty close to 600 still. So, you know... We have a long ways to go. is I started it, I think in February of last year. It was either late January or sometime in early February, if I recall. Some kind of electrical device. Okay. We got symbols of planets and stars and stuff. All right. Yeah. I also got some really, really long games out of the way. And some pretty hard games out of the way. So, like Animal Crossing was a long one. I finished that. Thousand Year Door was long, and I got that done. So yeah, I've been pretty happy with the progress. Okay. Yeah, outside of like a game like this, which is more just of a time waster than it is difficult. Okay, so you can use the electricity to your advantage. I see there's a meter. Wait, what did that do? What? Well, what's your deal then? Why do I care about you? Are you like a shortcut? Because you don't seem to work right now. Maybe I have to find the other one and it opens it up. I think the game's giving me like a hint that is not relevant yet. That's what I'm thinking. I think it's like confused. Why'd that take so long to work? Okay, I see. Well, they sure have a lot of rules. Why is the game like this? Okay, that's great. I can understand you're like a teleport, right? Because that's how you were in the other area. But you're not working. See, that's the problem is... Okay, you gave that back to me. Okay. I don't know why, but okay. What the fuck? Okay, can I move these? Oh, I can move these. Okay. What a weird game. Yeah, there are some pretty nightmarish games, and WWE Day of Reckoning certainly comes off as one of the hardest games in the challenge, just because of the fact that I don't play wrestling games. So I'm pretty intimidated by it. And it actually seems to be the hardest of them, like the 3 that are in the library. I think there's 2 or 3 WWE games. There are other wrestling games, but they're not like the same. They're like much more arcadey and more straightforward. But I think like the first one, Day of Reckoning, is just the hardest one. Because like what the completion requirements are pretty damn strict and really brutal. So I got a jewel. There is like that one bird in that like area way at the beginning of this whole section, I guess, that wants the jewel. I don't know if that's useful to me yet, but I guess I'll keep that in mind. Let's see what the game thinks. Yep, it is for the museum, so I was correct. Now, I don't know if going back there and delivering that does something for me now. Maybe I want to do that when I get all of them. Probably when I get all of them, because it's a really long way to go back. And there's probably a lot more that can be done here. Okay. I wonder if I can just break these with electricity. How did I get electrocuted that other time? Is it like a bug? Because it seems like it's actually only intended to work with the sarcophagus thing. What? Oh, this one's a fire one. Okay, that's what they want me to do. So they want me to get access to this. Maybe this is like something I come back to as the other guy. Maybe this is like a 2-character deal, you know? So maybe the mummy can only do certain things. And that's what the deal is with that. So some of this stuff could just be like red herrings and they don't matter until I can be the other guy. Yeah, so this inaccessible. Yeah, the main thing I hit a wall at where I think I would have to look back at the VOD. But I think I tried for at least 2 hours on the part of the campaign where it wanted me to do like 3 counter grapples and then win a match. And I think I maybe was only able to muster 1 or 2 counter grapples after like maybe 2 hours of attempts. And then I shelved it because I'm like, fuck that. Like, that just felt completely impossible. Why am I trapped in here? Whatever. This game's weird. I don't even know if I need to be, like, electrocuted. Like, I don't know what this is doing. It doesn't work with these, so we know that. Hey, Peppa Cow. Okay, we're just back here now. They just want me to go through the door? Yeah, maybe we're done here then. Okay. I guess we're just done here. So there's treasure down there. Are you sure you... I think I want that. It's gotta be good, right? What are they doing? What is this? It's like Paper Mario thing. The hell? Really? Really? Okay, that doesn't work on that, but there is this over here. Barely had enough time. That was bizarre. This is what I mean with this game. This is like some fucking... Like, I just did that on accident. I could have easily just not gone down there and never known that was what you're supposed to do, and I could have been stuck here for, like, an hour. I got the exit key. Whoa. Solar planetarium key. I better read that because maybe it has some useful information. If only the menu worked correctly. Let's see. Okay, in the central hall. Okay. I don't know what the central hall is, but maybe it's around here. Is it this? Is it for this? No? Okay. You know, it's a game that I'm pretty interested in, and I heard is actually pretty good, is the, Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. I've never played it. I've never even really seen it in action. I hear it's supposed to be like Final Fantasy X, but it's like Lord of the Rings, and it's like, I think it takes place after the War of the Ring or something, and all that sounds pretty fascinating to me, and very unique, and I am curious about it. Of course, though, it's an RPG, so, like, you know, it would take time, so I'm not exactly in a big rush to start that, but it's interesting. Okay. So I can take it and remove it. Why? Why would I want to do that? This is a weird fucking game. Again, I guess we'll see what happens when I use this without anything being here. Nothing happens. Okay. I guess I need to find other keys. Maybe, I can do something back over this way. Still can't get access to this, as far as I know. I guess fire would get rid of that. But I don't have any way to get fire. Oh, okay. So it's not afterwards. That's a little less interesting then. Still interesting, but a little less. Yeah, either way, it's not something I'm going to be doing immediately, but obviously it's part of the challenge, so I'll have to do it at some point. There aren't many. The problem is there are very, very few RPGs on the GameCube. Like, it's the genre with the least amount of entries outside of, like, shmups. So, like, it's real slim pickings, so you gotta kind of space those out. And I did Thousand Year Door last year. So I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I sure don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. Maybe I don't take that key then? Because there's still other stuff I could do in that other area that I don't have access to because I grabbed the key. So I guess that's just a red herring right now. Guess I'll just put that back. Chris Wolfart, thank you for the raid. I am playing a GameCube game, and if you ever wanted to see the video game equivalent of Ambien, you were in the right place. How did the Mega Mans go? Did you finish all the Game Boy Mega Mans? That includes all like the 500 Battle Network games, right? Right? Because those are Game Boy games. You've got like 600 hours of stream in you, don't you? Almost nobody streams the Battle Network games because they're just they're just stream poison. They're like the worst thing to stream. Yeah. So this is Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy as part of my GameCube challenge, where I'm beating every GameCube game. This is the 58th game out of 641. This game is really bad, but I've played worse so far. So the main stick with this game, chat, the main stick with this game is it's one of those overly ambitious 6th-gen games that didn't get finished and they had to rush out a finished product. It has a decent amount of crossover with Star Fox Adventures, but I assure you, Star Fox Adventures is a much better game. So yeah, this game's like so far we're about like 4 hours into it. So far, this game has been very incoherent. It's just a random mess of ideas, and like a lot of the rooms don't properly connect to each other. The story doesn't make any sense. Everything's unvoiced, even though it clearly was designed to be voiced. It's a real fucking hodgepodge of just random ideas. And most of the time, they don't actually tell you what you're supposed to do. Like, they don't give you hints. Many situations, they don't tell you anything. So this is, like, expected that it will take me, like, 20 hours to beat, probably. Because the long play is, like, 6.5 hours, and the long play is, like, you know, the person knows exactly what they're doing. And yes, this game has been re-released multiple times. It even got another re-release not that long ago. It was like last week. So I'm playing, like, clearly the best version of the game. The GameCube version. It's really something. So I'm currently playing The Mummy. Earlier, I was playing the Egyptian dude who is basically Star Fox from Star Fox Adventures. Pretty much the same gameplay. I think that... I don't know if it was official, but I think there was something about, like, there being a content... There being some kind of, like, a content patch that was put out for this. Oh boy, we have ideas here. Yeah, so this game's just been an experience. It's a lot of licking the walls. Like, the vast majority of the gameplay here is just taking stabs in the dark, trying to figure out what it wants from you. Yeah, this game's full of a lot of I didn't expect it to do that moments. I guess these things just stay operational. Nope, never mind. No, of course not. Why should they? Now, I don't know exactly why this is here now. Like, this is another thing I've not been able to figure out, is like, I saw another one of these earlier, and it electrocuted me and gave me the electric power. But it doesn't really like doing it most of the time. So I'm still trying to figure that out. If there's even anything to figure out, it might not actually do anything. It could be bugged for all I know. Maybe it just is supposed to turn off, and it just doesn't. Even though it is off, it could be that. So yeah, this game's very, very boring. It's a lot of just trying everything multiple times, going back and forth between hallways, aimlessly wandering around until something clicks. So if you're expecting something super exciting, you're probably not gonna find it here, but if you value the struggle of the GameCube challenge, you're more than welcome to stick around or drop a follow if you wish. I do play other things that are not GameCube. I was playing Yooka-Laylee in the Impossible Lair yesterday, which is a pretty delightful video game considering it's Yooka-Laylee. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to go this way. I actually don't know what any of that did. Like, that's just a dead end. Nothing happens over there. So, like, I think I'm missing a component here. I have interest in it if I don't pay for it. That's kind of what I think, Dubious. I might hate it, but, like, I'd be willing to give it a try if I did not have to pay for the game. Okay, maybe we're going up here. Okay, we're not going up here. What if I'm electrocuted and I went on that? Nah, it wouldn't work, I guess, because when you touch water, the electricity power-up goes away. I guess I could try this side, because I didn't go on this side. Okay, we can try that. That's the next thing we'll do. And for any nerds out there, inquiring nerds, this is all on real hardware. You can't really do a GameCube challenge without being on real hardware. I already came across weird problems even just using a Nintendo Wii. So, like, it's, really, you can only just do real hardware. Oh, something happens when both of them are activated. That's actually very interesting to hear from you, Dubious, because, you're, like, kind of the residential, like, rare sicko, right? I don't know what you think about Banjo, but, like, you like Donkey Kong 64. So you'd think that you'd be the target audience for Ukulele. So it's very interesting that that did not work out. Okay, so we're just going on this. I probably don't even need the electricity then. Really? Just another Banjo-Tooie situation, I see. Really says a lot that, a person who enjoys Donkey Kong 64 is not down with Banjo-Tooie. I guess I don't really need to wait for this, but it's probably faster than going down manually. Oh, Ukulele had quizzes? Ew. I don't like that. It's kind of this... Oh, for fuck's sake. Anyway, you get to see this, I guess. I didn't actually intend to go down here, but I guess this is happening now. So they have this weird 2D thing. Like a weird power-up where you go Looney Tunes, and you can get through bars. It's real weird, but I don't think it's going to serve any purpose. I just accidentally did that. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna use this now. So this game has a really bad control scheme, chat, where it wants you to interact with things by pressing A, but then when there's an item, you have to press Y to actually use it. It's completely deranged. I don't know why they did this. Also, I never did bother to look up the composer for this game, but like a bunch of the music in this sounds like Matt Ullman did it. It probably wasn't Matt Ullman. He probably had better things to do than work on Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. Matt Ullman did like a bunch of like soundtracks for Blizzard, including like Diablo 1 and 2, and a bunch of World of Warcraft. Okay, are we doing that weird thing where I have to get into the red one to be lit on fire and then run over here and burn this? So about how this game just doesn't have any, like, any kind of, like, ideas. Okay, that is what it is. Okay. Like, the game has literally never taught me to do this. It was never brought up a single time. This is the first time I've seen this mechanic and they did not teach it. It's just happening. Steve Duckworth. What a name. Good to know. I have no idea what to do with this. Can I even make that jump? Hell no, I can't. I'm gonna assume I don't need the fire now. But who knows? I guess I needed it for that, technically. Oh, there's a thing over there. Well, I don't have time anyway. And you have to move this around to make the path. So I have to... yeah. I believe if a chat member was correct the other day, which they probably were, the people who made this game also made Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the GameCube, which I've already done for the challenge. And I can believe it because they have a very similar design ethos, and I even made a remark about that. Yeah, this is a, you can kind of just tell by, like, a lot of the structure of this game that it's, like, designed in that sort of Donkey Kong 64 way. Like, kind of. Except at least Donkey Kong 64 mostly told you what to do. Outside of a few instances where it's a little more cryptic. I cannot make those jumps, so that's not gonna work. See, I gotta set these up because when I have the fire power up, I need to be able to reach over here. And do these pixel perfect jumps. There we go. Okay, that should work. Just gotta double check that I can make it over here too. Yep. Okay. It's still... oh, that's a little tight. It's doable, but that might be fucked. It's doable, but ooh, that's... it's probably not going to get any better than that, unfortunately. A strong smell of gas. Thank you, video game. This currently does nothing. I know that's a switch over there. It'll do something, but I'm investigating. I'm observing my surroundings because this game forces you to lick all of the walls in order to find out what to do. And move this. Okay. Based off of the structure of this room, my educated guess is that when I pull that lever, it's gonna do some time sequence thing that's gonna demand certain things from me and taking certain routes. And I may or may not even be able to do it yet. We'll find out. Nope, that's not what it was at all. It did that, I guess. Oh, and now it's gone. Okay, it's one of those. Very good. And there's, as far as I can tell, no way to get over to this other side up here yet. So it seems pretty obvious that what the game wants from me currently is to go back, light myself on fire, and open that up down there. That seems to be the next move. Probably my safest bet is to drop down right here and then make those tight jumps to get over there. And that should probably be the move. Now, of course, if I fuck this up, I've got to redo this whole thing again, which is game design. And if I touch the water, it also fucks up and I have to redo it. Cool. I kind of expected that was going to happen. Now, I don't know if I still need the fire, but I lost it either way. You might just be brain damaged, but I also don't engage with FNAF. I don't know anything about FNAF other than very basic rote knowledge. So, fire plus gas. So they probably do want me to be on fire again. So essentially they seem to have an idea of keep doing the same thing over and over again. Multiple times. Because that's how they make their video game. They did that in a couple other puzzles too. Where they just want you to keep doing it again and again. Waste your time. One can only hope. It activated something, and the fire is still there, so maybe you're right. Maybe they are, like, slightly less sick in the head than expected. It should also be worth pointing out that I can't actually, like, snap the camera. There's no camera snapping allowed. It's just complete hell. Just hold on a sec. I'm getting distracted by my phone because it keeps popping up notifs, and I'm like, what are these? Okay. One of them's a, completely unrelated thing. Anyway, let's find out if this does the thing that we want it to do. Wow, they're slightly medicated. Incredible. But yeah, there's no camera snapping like in a Zelda game or anything, so they just fuck you. Like, I have to manually turn the whole thing around myself. I still don't know what I'm doing yet, though. I guess I want to get over there, right? But currently, I don't see a way to do that. Maybe they want me to drop down from up above? I also don't think this game lets you look in first person. At least not yet. Yeah, if I were to guess, they would probably want me to drop down, if nothing else. I don't... What did this do again? It, like, raised these things up when I removed them. Oh, yeah, I needed that anyway. Okay, so these are for this, so otherwise this wouldn't work. So that was the right move anyway. Yeah, of course they're British developers, yeah. British developers love doing stuff like this. Rhubarb Gatorade. Well, I'm having a time. I think probably what I need to do is go up. I may need to be on fire, too, when I go up. May as well just assume that the game wants that from me. Maybe not. They have other ideas. So, I can't get over there because I don't have this activated. So, I still have to figure out how to activate this, otherwise getting up here was a waste of time anyway, so there was no reason for me to be here. I don't know how. Getting stabbed give me a power? No. I don't think so. If I'm desperate, I'll give that a try. Okay, I think I see the problem. Maybe. I think I need to use this again. Oh, no. No, that's just locked in place. Okay. I thought maybe I'd rotate this. Oh, I have to go to the other side. Of course, it's British. That they would just make you do that. Okay, that solves it. Okay. Now it's simple. I hope chat's having fun watching me just struggle through this nonsense. Oh, I can just skip that whole spike section. Why is that? Okay, so what purpose is that spike section there for then? If I can just easily go around it. This is, oh, I see. Okay, I think I see what they're doing. Yeah. So no, you do have to do it either way. Because they make you go on that one specific spot. And you jump from there. I see. Yeah, I see what they're doing. Well, I've played a lot of British-developed games for, better and often for worse. So if I think in terms of that, I'll probably be able to progress through this game more smoothly. I'll have more of a chance for this not to take 500 years. Right, so I guess we're done here. The concept of a warp does not exist in this, so I gotta manually backtrack. Yeah, it really tries to be like Zelda. They love that. They love being like Zelda, and then not understanding the appeal of Zelda. It's like their favorite thing. So these all just seem to be like limited collectible things. They're allegedly optional. The game is yet to introduce, even after over 4 hours of game, what this is actually for. It's some kind of upgrade system, I think, but I've not even seen the dude who does it yet. Oh, also, we haven't had a save in, like, an hour. The mummy stuff has no saves, it seems. Like, you just don't get to save when you're the mummy. There's not, like, a way to get a game over as the mummy, as far as I know, but it also, like, traps you in these sections. I think we just got the Earth key, so I think this is the next one. Yeah, just leave the GameCube on overnight. It's no problem. Another lever nearby, which opens this gate. Sick fucks. They just can't give it to me. They have to make me do another thing. And then I have to guess what that is. A lever near... Oh, this one. Oh. Yeah, now that I have the fire thing... Ooh, fuck them. Fuck them. What a bunch of fucking cunts. I hate the British. Okay. No way to skip any cutscenes in this game, by the way. Despite my best efforts. My god. Press that button. There we go. This certainly is a very swift process. Even though I know exactly what to do, this game sure ensures that I take as long as possible. Cool game. Now, if I fall in the water, gotta keep in mind that I have to do all of that again. I think I have to go in here or I die. Like, if the electricity hits me, it's over. Yeah, it's all part of the thing, yeah. Good thing I remembered that. It's another just extra layer of pure fucking malice. It would have canceled out the fire if I didn't go inside of that dude. I don't think I need the fire anymore, but yeah, I guess we're done with it now, I hope. Okay, now the Earth key. For whatever reason, when you go inside the sarcophagus, it, like, resets your, like, your ability like, how long it lasts. I think this is the exit key now. Yep. Locks work and they open doors. Whoa. Crazy idea. Guh. Da 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 da. Yeah, it has that energy to it. But I think we're done with the mummy segment now. We might be able to play Sphinx, the hero. Yeah, essentially when Chris Wolfhart rated in, we had just started the mummy segment. It's actually the first time we got to play as the mummy itself after 4 hours of game. You get to see the glorious cutscene production with the unfinished, everything. Clearly meant to be voice acted, but it doesn't have any. Oops. Yeah, so that smug son of a bitch over to the left, that's the other playable character. Okay, so now I have the ability to jump greater heights. Cool. If you had the Book of the Dead, you could send Basket to something something when you find a canopy vase. It may be in the Cursed Palace somewhere. So maybe go to the Cursed Palace. But I gotta speak to Anubis. So maybe talk to him first and then go to the Cursed Palace, or maybe they're both in the same spot. With this magical artifact, Sphinx can perform a second jump to reach greater heights and longer distances. Oh my god, you press A twice to somersault. And I got 90 onyx scarabs from that the mummy collected. Holy shit. Oh, so chat, you see my health there at the top? So fun fact, if by somehow, it's not going to happen in this case, but if somehow I just happened to die and didn't save, all of that stuff that I just did with the mummy that you rated into, Chris, I would have to do all that again. I learned that the hard way at the beginning of the game when they didn't let me save for like an hour. Anyway, just thought that'd be interesting information. This game does not autosave. And for whatever reason, the mummy segments have no saving. Thankfully, they were a little more medicated and at least put one at the entrance. Okay, so I believe there are a few options on things I can do. Some of them don't matter. Others might. This game does seem to have some optional shit in it, and I'm going to do my best to try not to do those. Unless this is one of those games like Scalar where it really tries to push you to do everything. But we'll see. But I believe what the game wants from me primarily is to go back to that other area and do a double jump to get up to where that NPC is. And I think the rest of this probably is either inaccessible or doesn't matter. What does this say? Where does this go? Yeah, I don't know if that's useful. Where does this go? What's the deal with this? Okay, so they give me, like, kind of fast travel points, sort of. Okay. Bring me to the Cursed Palace. Because the game kept telling me to go there anyway, so may as well check that out. I don't even know what place is the Cursed Palace, to be honest. I think I might know, but I'm not certain. It's a little unclear. This is not actually at the place directly. I think this is it. I think this is what they want me to do. Let's go over here. Yeah, no, this design for Sphinx is terrible. Completely unappealing, unmarketable. Don't know what they were thinking. I sure just like walking in giant fucking areas that have nothing in them. Oh, that guy's gone. Weird. Oh, he can't be lit on fire. He's inflammable. Unlike the mummy, who is very flammable. What a unique ability to be flammable. Switches like this can only be activated by performing a slam attack on them. Perform a somersault and then press B while in midair to perform a slam attack. The slam attack can also be used to damage enemies. Okay, it's one of these, huh? Alright. What a video game. At least I'm having an okay enough idea of what to do recently. It's not great in the first hour, though. A lot of wandering in the first hour. Oh boy, I love combat runes. Combat runes are so cool. Especially when I'm not at full health, because this game's like obsessed with the idea of never giving you like any kind of like thing that just gives you your health back. It only just drops like rarely from certain things. In this case, from enemies. And yes, if you were paying close attention to the audio, you might have noticed that they are literally ripping off Wind Waker, where it does the da-da-da-da thing when you hit enemies. They came out in the same year. I don't know exactly if this came out before or after, but I'm going to very safely assume it was after. Because this was a 2003 game. So they told me this can damage enemies, and the hitbox for that slam is so tiny. Oh, cool. Thanks for the health. Yeah, cool. Such a tiny hitbox that it's barely even useful. Oh my god, they're respawning. They must be used for something then. Maybe like there's meant to activate something or blow something up. I don't see anything though is the problem. Do I need to bait you into here? Do I have an item already that does this? Hold on. Nope, I don't. So what, like, there's just nothing for me to do here? Oh, do I just lure them over to these boxes? Is that it? That's probably what it is. And they cross the bridge. Okay. What a stupid fucking idea. What is even the reason for this? What do I get out of this? Where is the fun? Why is this enjoyable? It really just seems like with British game dev, it's not about what's fun or enjoyable. It's about what's suffering. Yep, there it is. Okay, there we go. Was that rewarding? Is this something? Oh, these are the ones I pick up. The other ones I just had to break. Wow, they put a save point in here. Fascinating. We take any and all opportunities to save. Yeah, the British love standing in lines. It's true. Oh, it's Simon Says again. My favorite. Now, all right. Nope. Hold on, calm down. Damn. There we go. Brilliant game design. We love it. What will they think of next? Wow, it moved the platform slightly forward. I got the blowpipe. I got the blowpipe. Magical darts fired from this powerful tool regenerate, giving you an infinite supply. Darts can be used to hit remote targets, but they are only powerful enough to damage explosive monsters. Oh, I gotta use the D-pad to assign it. So you can only enter first-person mode once you've gotten the blowpipe. Brilliant. Alright. I guess I'll put that on the right trigger. I guess that's fine. I know. I figured that out like an hour ago when I saw these for the first time. I did kind of, yeah, gather that's what they were for. It needed some kind of ranged ability. Oh, look at them with their bespoke animation and making the crosshair as tiny as humanly possible that if you're on a consumer CRT, good fucking luck seeing that. Okay, we got it. And, are these on a timer still, or they just... No, they're on a timer. Is there like a third one, or was I just too slow? Huh. Or maybe I'm just missing another step entirely. Yeah, the blow mode. Everybody loves the blow mode. Everyone's been talking about it. We're all very excited. Oh, and in case you're wondering, these are inverted. I think they might have an option to fix that, though, but whatever. No, they're both on. I guess I'm missing something. There looks like there's a thing moving over there. Maybe that's something. I can't get up there, though, so that's also a moot point. But I do see that platform there. Do I go back down? Surely not. Or maybe it's, like, further up. The greatest weakness of all gamers, looking up. No? Or maybe this activates this. Let me see what it does. Oh, it didn't even work that time. Okay, it activates it. But where does it go? Okay, I see. Uh-huh, they're on both sides. Yep. I get it. Do I have to shoot it again to make it move? Okay. Game design. How are you not dead? Are you kidding me? Oh, is that like how I'm gonna light that on fire? No. Are they just gonna keep respawning until I kill them in like the exact right spots where the crates can get destroyed? Don't worry about it. Okay. Well, I clearly can't seem to do anything here unless... Very strange. Maybe I'm just on the wrong side. Maybe I need to be over there. But you'd think you'd probably have to do both, right? Because you have to make this bridge come out a bit more each time. So you'd think it wouldn't matter which order you do it. But the enemies don't come back. The only way this door opens... Oh, do I have to shoot something past the door? Does it, like... No. Okay. Nope, nothing. I mean, my other guess would just be like, oh, you shoot through the fire, and you can light these on fire and break them. But because of how they're angled, I don't think that's possible either. So it's not like a Ocarina of Time mechanic yet. Or possibly ever. Oh, maybe I just have to... Oh, I think I'm overthinking it. Maybe I just need to, like, do this. No? Okay. Well, I guess I'll just try the other way. Fuck if I know. Maybe you do have to do it in a hyper-specific order. It would be British. It's true. I have to be on this side. Oh, right, I have to shoot it again. I need to drink my cold brew. I was a bit surprised too, but, you know. They don't seem to affect the pressure plates. No. No, they don't. Oh yeah, that stupid thing. I totally forgot about that. Maybe that wasn't the good idea to do that, taking fall damage. It's technically a bit faster, maybe. Maybe. It's a little dangerous. There is the save point, at least. This is exactly what I was talking about with a couple people the other day. About how... You know what they're gonna do, right, chat? They're gonna make me carry this to each side. They did a puzzle like this the last time I streamed. And it's like, I know what to do now, and it's like, okay, now that you know what to do, we're gonna make it take as long as possible. Because, like, they're gonna make me carry this thing on both sides. They are screwed up in the head. And you can't walk over. So you can't do that either. Like, it saves its position, but they make you throw it on there. Otherwise, you lose health. And, I don't know how easy it is to do that. Because you can't jump with it. Yeah, no, this is why it's a 6.5 hour long play. Yep, exactly. It's always something to be concerned about. That is a pretty far throw. That is really hard to judge. I would, if I were, like, making a good game and I did a throw like that, I would show a visual, like an arc, to know where it was going to land. That's what I would do. Of course, it's not enough to just simply, you know, do this chore. You also have to have an extra step. Okay. Now we're Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, all the animations are, like, very overdone. It's very distracting, like, for both characters. Yeah, the fire thing was a pretty funny bit. Like, it was largely inconsequential, like, did not pose a challenge, it's just... Yeah, one of those things. Can I reset it? That would save me a lot of trouble. I could reset it. At least there's that. At least we get the one thing. Saves me a bit of trouble. The mummy doesn't walk normally or run normally, so they make up for it with the other character. But yeah, genuinely good luck seeing that crosshair on a consumer CRT from that distance. Good luck. Thank you, screensaver. Because, like, I'm using a real hardware GameCube with the best possible video output you can have, and I could barely see it. And the screen that I'm using is pretty fucking close to me. And is 27 inches, so it's like... man. What a decision. So they clearly want me to be the mummy and light that on fire, or get this guy to do it, or somebody else to do it. Either one. Yeah, I have the load times accelerated because the default loads on this are absolutely abysmal. And they don't seem to affect this game in any way negatively. Some games can get a little weird or glitchy when you do this, which is why I have it off by default. But this is one of these games that also has really, really bad load times. And honestly, even with the accelerated loading through the GC loader, it's still long. Okay, I genuinely don't know how you're supposed to get these. Maybe you did have to use those enemies for something. Weird. Or you just come back here with the mummy. That's also possible that's a thing later. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's just gonna be some optionals. At least I hope. So that should be enough from the looks of it. I should be able to get the fuck out of here. What an experience. Better save. This is just, whenever I start doing tier lists for the GameCube challenge and the games in the library that I've done, it's too early to do that, to be honest, but when I do start, and it makes sense to start, this game's gotta be, like, in some category of, like, one of the most boring ones I've played. It's gotta be pretty high up on the list. Okay, what are we doing? Just beating you up? Wow. Yeah, I can't imagine that most normal folks would get anything out of this game. This game is like watching paint dry, and it's also like playing paint dry, if that makes sense. Okay, so we can go down there on the rope. And then there's this. You know, I was too, man. I was too. I was actually a bit cut off here, so I'll read it. So you are Sphinx. How disappointing. I was expecting so much more. I know why you have come here. You wish to attempt that which many others before you have failed. Beating this video game. If you wish to free the people of the Cursed Palace, you must prove to me that you are worthy. Your first test will be one of courage and faith. Come, Sphinx, come closer to me. Do not be intimidated by this deadly chasm of lava. Aha, that was merely a party trick in comparison to the full power I possess. Your second test will be one of skill and technique. You must capture 3 fire armadillos from the area you have just passed through. Take these capture beetles. They are the tool you will require. Use them wisely. Prove to me that you are worthy, and I will grant the freedom of some of the Cursed Palace inhabitants. Only some. Only some. I have 20 capture beetle, and I got beetle pouch. This pouch enables you to carry up to 20 capture beetles, which can be used to capture many different kinds of monster. To capture a monster, you must first attack it until it becomes vulnerable to capture. When this is the case, it will flash yellow in color. I did see it do that earlier. Once the monster is vulnerable, release a capture beetle. Guide the beetle into the monster using C-stick. When the beetle collides with the monster, it will be captured and added to your inventory. This sounds like it sucks. That's what I'm gonna say. This is gonna be terrible. Probably gonna control like shit, and the timing for it's probably gonna be disgustingly hard. Can't wait. So, let's review. 3 fire armadillos. So, fire armadillos are just in the center down here. Yeah, there's 3 down there, so we're just getting the ones right below us. Also, I don't know how you replenish your ammo for this, because we start with 20. I don't know how the game does that, so I'm gonna save, so I don't soft lock. Because I don't trust this game. Funny that I don't trust the video game. Okay. So far not working out very well. I don't actually see anything I can do to capture them. I didn't see a flash. Nothing's happening. It just died. Was it when it was glittering? Was that it? That wasn't really a flash, though. It was more like a particle effect, but I think that was just coming from my sword anyway. Well, either way, I actually still need to, get away from this, and, I don't even have it equipped, so I need to fix that. That's the effect. That is extremely subtle. So my sword does the same thing. Why would they make it that way? Okay. Oh boy. Whoa, that frame rate. It did not know what to do about that. Okay. Gameplay. Were you impressed? What a great idea we had. I do my best. I do my best. I should play more Pokemon. I haven't really played that many of the games, especially not to completion. Like, I think I've played an okay amount. I think I've beaten, like, 4 of them. Maybe 5. But there's, like, a lot of Pokemon games that I haven't touched at all. So, you know, maybe someday. How many Pokemon games do I have to play for the GameCube challenge? Not many. It's basically 2. There's the very strange... it's got a weird name. It's not Hey You Pikachu, because that's the N64 game. But there's there's 2 of them that qualify for the challenge, and then there's the other one that doesn't. That's like the box. The box isn't a real thing. Yeah, Pokemon TV is the one I was thinking of. That's like a weird one where I know what you have to do to beat Pokemon TV. It's strange. I don't really want to talk about Pokemon TV in detail because it would spoil it for when I actually do it. It's strange. It's a weird one. It's not hard. It's just very odd. And then there's the, whatever Pokemon Coliseum game that's like a normal full-fledged game. These cursed stones will free 2 of the inhabitants at the cursed palace. Are you enjoying that flashing? Now you not only have the power to capture any enemy, you can also release fire armadillos and slim burbles. Okay. These creatures are powerful tools that will aid you in your quest. Use them wisely. So I guess what they want me to do is use those fire armadillos on those random boxes in the game in order to get shit. I assume most of that is optional, but there will be times where the game's going to make me do that, and I'm going to have to remember. Okay. So, we're done here then. And then we go to the Cursed Palace. I thought this was the Cursed Palace, but I guess not. I guess it's the weird temple area. And that's where I insert those. It's synthetical. Either way, the game makes you backtrack manually. It does not fast travel you out of anywhere. So don't worry. Don't worry. I'll be going through these areas anyway. That is true. There was the rope. You are right. I'm going to save anyway, though. It's a good idea. I guess we will check out the rope real quick. That could be something. I did forget about the rope. But yeah. I believe it's just two Pokemon games qualify for the challenge. It's just Pokemon TV. Oh, okay. So we're just teleporting out from here. I think. Yes? No? Now I'm confused. Why is this here? Do I want to do this? Let me check. I gotta find the Book of the Dead. It's at the Cursed Palace. Okay, so guards in the canal. I saw that already. They don't let me get through because I don't have, like, papers or whatever. So there's, like, an area in that giant area before that wanted me to have an item, and basically whenever I get suitable ID or whatever, they'll let me through to that other area. I don't have any suitable ID. So my understanding of this is that this is a fast travel point. And this is a waste of time. If I go down here and I use this, it's actually going to be longer to get back to where I was than it is just by backtracking. So that is bait. that is useful for some time later in the game. If I got my read on that correctly, I'm pretty sure that is a waste of fucking time. So actually just backtracking manually is faster. Gale of Darkness, okay, so Gale of Darkness and Coliseum are two separate games, right. For some reason, I thought they were both the same game. So yeah, I guess it would be 3. But yeah, then there's like the weird box thing, which is like a meme and not like a game. Yeah. Okay, so I just go back down through the center. Or even, I could. Still took fall damage. What a petty game. What a petty video game. I still have no idea what the fuck this is. What is this for? Because it clearly looks like it's something. Like, that's gonna be doing a thing, and I have no idea what the fuck that is. Very mysterious. Yeah. Load times. This is accelerated load times, by the way. I think the load times would be like 3 or 4 times longer. Power of invisibility. I should have just given me all the things all at once. That guy only has like one expression in most cases, just smug. It causes instant death. It's a trap. That's right. So the mummy can use it. It's a power for the mummy. All right, cool. We're learning so much. So I guess they have these stupid holes where the enemies keep respawning because you need to keep collecting these motherfuckers because they made the game wrong. That's my understanding, because when you use one, it probably uses up, like, a creature you captured. Right, so... I assume I'm going right over here. This is the actual Cursed Palace right over here, I think. And I should be able to put down those items to free a couple of the critters or whatever the fuck that are inside of this. I think that's the gimmick. I think that's what we're doing. I'm not certain. But I think... Yeah, this game's essentially like, it feels like you're just doing homework or something, you know? There is no joy to be found in this video game, it seems. Only sleepiness and, tedium. You're certainly getting value, though. If you were a kid who had this, be like, oh shit, I'm gonna get so many hours. I'm gonna get so many hours out of this game. It's gonna be great. Yeah, exactly. It's all about the real homework. Okay, so... They didn't really quite explain. Oh, it's because I don't have any because I gave them to the guy, right? Is that how that works? Because I haven't actually captured any more, right? It's the monsters are their own separate thing. So I don't have any currently. Alright, so that's why they have a whole menu for it. I see. It still may be purely optional under most circumstances, but we'll see. Wrong color. Yeah, so you have to find all of the cursed stones or some shit, probably. But yeah, I guess we're looking for ones that are... Got a red one. And a yellow one. Hey, satin log. Go back to the farm, find his brother. I think I've seen the farm. Yeah, I've been there. Just it was empty or whatever. There were a few areas I kind of glossed over because I knew they wouldn't be important yet. Okay, so now yellow. I think this is it. No? Looked kind of yellowish to me, but I guess it's white. Oh, I could have captured that, chat. I fucked up. I could have gotten that snake and it would have been so epic. Can't even imagine what the snake would be even good for. Like, just combat? Just, like, have it fight for me for some reason, even though it's easier for me to do it. Not really sure. Unclear. Ah, this is more proper yellow. Spyro ass looking motherfucker. I mean, I also have been starting to feel ever so sleepy, video game. So that's the book that I needed. Yep. I can transport the vases to the mummy. Now, is that to give them the... That's to give them the power-ups? Is that what those are? Or just the parts? I'm trying to understand why... Like, mechanically, what that serves. Like, is that what that's about? Man, this game's really weird. And not in the good kind of way. This is like the bad kind of weird. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can sell them, sure, but that takes time, obviously, going to that place to sell them. And also, so far, money has not been an issue in this game. Like, you just hit the vases as you see them, and you can even farm them. And that would be infinitely faster than selling monsters, I'm sure. Oh, so they're like... I see. Okay. It's good to know. The game really did not make that clear. Like everything in this game. Okay, so the farm. And And then I guess going back to Abydos is also something I need to do now. It seems like I'm getting pretty close to being done in this particular section for now. But whatever at the farm, I'll do that. And it might lead to other things, but we'll see. But otherwise, it seems like the game wants me to go back to, like, the main city area. Cutscene. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Are you just gonna make me shoot them? Is that it? I'm not doing an escort, am I? Because I thought they were talking about a fucking escort. That would have been fucked. I hope that's still not what it is. So what does this do? An ancient attuned disc. It is a magical point which, when passed over, imbues a mysterious energy that enables you to run at very high speed. Unfortunately, the effect is only temporary, but they should prove invaluable for getting around the area. Cool. That would have been helpful, like, an hour or two ago. But alright. I guess there'll still be some use for that. Whoa, look at how fast I'm moving. Oh my god. Alright, so I assume they just want me to shoot these. And that gets rid of them? No. Okay. Any tips? No. Do I have to use a creature? Do I have to capture some freak? Or maybe I just don't do this at all. Maybe I don't have whatever the game wants. It could be. It could be that this is a complete waste of time. Oh yeah, the shield can block them, but is it like, oh, does it reflect back and break it? Is that the deal? I guess we'll find out. Wow, that was productive. I didn't really even have any time to react, but thanks, game. Pretty cool. Nope. That does not get rid of them. That seems completely pointless. So that is not a solution. Yeah, the shield blocking them doesn't help. Because what they intend for you to do is they intend for you to use this, like, weird eagle stone thing to bypass them entirely. But I did not actually try the shield to see if it would damage them, and that's just useless. Like, the whole shield feature seems to be almost completely pointless. Like, I've never really had to use it outside of one part in the game. Christ almighty. Yeah, I don't know if this is even required. This is the kind of thing where, like, maybe I should have a guide up just so I can know what's actually optional. If anything, this could be one of these games where nothing's optional. Maybe it's like you have to, like, 80, 90% the game. Wouldn't it be the first time I've come across that? Goblet of Fire was like that. There's this rock. I wasn't able to do anything with this. I assume I have to light this on fire so it falls down, and something happens when I do that. That'd be my guess on what that deal is. And maybe I need the creature for that. I don't know. Could be what's going on with that. Or it does nothing. Maybe I don't have the thing for that. Whoa, cool. I can definitely read that. Wow. There's a bunch of, like, fire over there. I actually don't think I've ever been over there. I don't think I even looked at it, at any of that. Small statue would fit on top. Another thing I don't have. Yeah, only the Chamber of Secrets, guys, which are definitely a lot better, right? Yeah. Yeah, they're better. Yeah, so this is the stupid farm. I think. I got another one of those dumb eyes. Yeah, this is the farm. But with those things there, I'm not gonna be able to get them over here anyway. The boulder might be something. It might be like a part of what you're supposed to do. So there's one of those. Okay, they blindsided me. I think that happened last time too. Cause this game's real something. Yeah, I think we did come to the conclusion it was the best one, but it doesn't mean it was good. It's kind of like comparing, like, you know. It's just not a good comparison point. We're talking about evil versus evil here. Yeah, you can't even outrun that. It's, like, insane. Yeah. That would be my next guest screensaver. That's kind of what I'm thinking. They don't show up in a lot of areas here, so I'd have to, like, know where they are. But outside that, we can do this. Like, whatever the fuck this is, we could try this. I don't know what this is for yet, but this is here. Maybe this is something? It could be. I guess we'll see what it does. It seems like, I can't tell what that did. Did it do anything? See, there's fire over there. See that? I don't know what that's for, but it's there. Maybe there's a connection. That's okay. It worked that time. These have really bad hitboxes. Okay, you had to activate all three in a time limit. The kid would struggle with that for quite some time on a consumer CRT. That is not easy to do. You have to be a freak like me who has played way too many games with this fucking controller. Gold Ankh piece. Collect 4 of these, and a person with the right skills will be able to increase your health capacity. Okay, so that was optional. I mean, it didn't take much of my time, so I'm not going to complain. But that was not important. And who knows, maybe I'll be thanking the video game later. Might be a scalar situation where I'm like, yeah, no, that was worth it. Ledge grabbing, not allowed. We forbid it. It's just illegal. What a normal video game. So fascinating to me. This is such a gigantic fucking area, and it has so little in it. Like, there are times where, like, you look at Donkey Kong 64's level design and you think along the lines of that, where it's like, did it need to be that large? But then there's this game exists, and I think it gives a different perspective. I never played it, but didn't Jak 2 have, like, the same problem? I remember vaguely hearing about that at some point. That Jak 2 kind of has a similar problem this game has. With, like, just giant areas with nothing in them. That just waste your time. You must get to the shrine at the end of the course as fast as you possibly can. If you fall from the course and land in the sea, you have failed. A little vague, but okay, I guess it's gonna be one of these. I don't even know where I'm going is the thing. But, okay. I'm certainly not getting there quickly. Oh, I think I've already failed then. Let me just fail it. Yeah, because, I'm sure I won't have enough time to beat his record or whatever the fuck. Yeah, so they're doing camera bullshit again. I couldn't even see where I was going. You know, the climbing is terrible. It's awful. I hate it. Does that do anything? Are we okay? We're moving just very slowly. Is this gameplay? Am I going the right way? It seems awfully slow for an obstacle course thing. It's not exactly high speed here. And there's like no way to even anticipate what's happening. Like I can't. Goddamn. Holy shit. Fucking unmedicated. There's no way to know what to do. Okay. Oh, that's swinging. What now? This? Is that good enough? With pathetic time, apparently. So that got me nothing. I don't even know what I would get if I did it. Would it be worth it? Probably not. Hard to say. Felt like it was a little strict, though, because, like, I really didn't go slow. Like, I hesitated slightly in one spot, and then, like, there was another spot where I had to, like, you know, do it twice because I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. That's a pretty goddamn long obstacle course. That's, like, almost 2 minutes. Like, it almost took me 2 minutes to do that. And yeah, that one ride just has massive amounts of padding. I mean, this is also a lot of padding, too, this little bit. It'd be pretty awesome if, like, because I didn't get on it the first try, that's gonna be too slow, and it'll ask me to do it again. What a joke. Again, I don't know what this is fucking for. I really probably should just use a guide for this game, at least for certain things. 'Cause I genuinely have no idea what the fuck is happening. Nice platforming there. Not fast enough. You cannot be serious. So you basically, this game wants me to do this, like, pixel perfect? Because that was, like, what, 30 seconds faster than my previous attempt? And the game's still, like, not good enough. Well, unless that somehow becomes mandatory later on in the game. See ya. I got better shit to do. Otherwise, it seems like there's absolutely fucking nothing over here. It's just a giant fucking area for one stupid, shitty obstacle course. Seems to serve no other purpose than that. And I guess whatever the fuck this is. Yeah, they're basically demanding borderline perfection. So I'm not interested. It's probably just like a health thing or whatever. It's probably not even anything that's actually, like, tangibly useful. And there's still this. I don't know how to get rid of these. Genuinely no fucking clue. I guess I have a standard dart. Maybe I need to get a better dart later on. Maybe I can't even complete this. Maybe I need some, like, super dart or something that gets rid of them. I'm going to take an educated guess that either I don't have what I need to get rid of those towers, or it's something to do with the stupid creatures and that boulder. But the thing is, I'm looking at the boulder, right? Yes, it's in the path, but, like, I don't see from where it's at that it could actually get rid of all those towers, because they're also over there. Like, that's not the trajectory of the boulder. I don't really quite get that. So this could be completely unrelated. It's really hard to say. I think for the time being, I'm gonna go back to the main city area because there's also a thing to do there. I'm going to assume that I currently do not have what I need because I think getting the stupid critters and capturing them is way too much trouble right now. Hey, I don't even know where those fuckers are spawning. Gigaboots, thank you for the Awoo redeem. Awoo. I hope that you enjoyed your Woo redeem. Well, I'm glad that you're amused. Oh, right, this game's stupid. I have to, like, go on the line or something. I can barely see it. There it is. You can't swim in the water here, by the way. You'll instantly die. So that's not an option, in case you're wondering. There we go. Okay. What do we have? Some stupid mini game that I don't care about. The only thing that I would like to know, screensaver, am I on the right track of going to talk to the dude who gave me the book? Because I have like 2 objectives. And they mentioned returning to this city. So the answer is no. So being here is a waste of time. Good to know. That's good to know. So basically, it's either go back to the hub area or go back to the place I was just at. Is the next move here. Based off of my objectives, I probably have to go back to where I just was. I'm just gonna grab these scarabs. Because I did actually spend some of that money to get here. And how the fuck? I have to go across the bridge. Yeah, everybody loves the famous death water. It's full of electric eels, so you die as soon as you touch the water. That's not a joke.
Oblivion Bird. Donated 10.
Oblivion Bird, thank you for donating 10. It's very much appreciated. Thank you. But yeah, I have a donation goal. It's for the purpose of basically funding better facial animation and capture for the VTuber model. So it's less stiff, because it's quite stiff. It has limited expression. So essentially, I'm funding getting, like, a much more closer approximation of what my face actually does. So that's what that donation goal is for. So if you've seen streamers like The Last Seahorse and how their face moves and animates, mine would be more on, like, kind of par with that. Okay. I guess I'm gonna look for a hole. There's probably one around here somewhere. And if not, I guess I could just go back in here and capture them inside of here. That is also an option. I'll quickly take a look. Well, I guess it wasn't actually this place. It was the other place that was further away. So that's actually where those would be. I know where they're at there. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Well, I guess there's some scarabs I can grab. That's easy. Some more currency. Gotta get rich. Yeah, there's nothing else here, actually. So I'd have to go to the other place if I wanted to capture them from there. But I think there might be a couple places they spawn. You're gonna lie down? No problem, Big Nerd Sam. I hope you have a good lie down. Not sure how much longer I'll go today. Because I did start late. We shall see. Mysterious. Oh, you know what might work? There was that other place. I could just try revisiting that place and see if I can make some headway there. Oh yeah, I'm having a great time. Don't you worry. Only the best of times with Sphinx and the cursed mummy. But there was that other area, the ocean area, and I think you can just fast travel to it from this jerk. South Beach. I think there's like a bunch of monsters I can capture over there. I don't know if there's any other progression I can do there. Probably not. Because I don't have that whatever thing they want for me. Oh, you know what? I wonder if the blow dart works underwater. What if it does? Maybe I can actually get rid of the obstacles that are, like, in some of these areas. But otherwise, there might be some critters here I can capture. And that's something. And there's, like, these other areas, too, I guess. Yeah, there was, like, something I found that had a thing. It might have been over here. There were a couple of them. Yeah, this was one of them. I never actually tried to use this underwater. Maybe it requires a special power-up I don't have. Who knows? Okay, I want you to dive. No, it does not let me use it underwater. At least not yet. But that might be what those are. Maybe you don't, like, get a swim power-up. Maybe you just, like, get a ability to use it underwater. I didn't know it had monster catching either until very recently. I'm not sure if I'm excited about that. It sounds like it's just an extra chore because they're, like, limited use or something, I think. It just sounds terrible, to be honest. Just another layer of busy work that I have to do. That could have just been, like, a power-up that they give the player. Locked from the other side. Very helpful. Very cool. There's like some ledge thing up here that I might be able to reach with the double jump. This could be something. Otherwise, there's that other hole I can check. Okay. So this is something I was not able to access before. Why does Sphinx swim like that? Why does Sphinx do anything? Well, that didn't do anything. There was no reason to be up here, it seems like. Oh, wait. Maybe I can hit it with my sword, because I think you had to hit these with your sword before. Okay. What did that do? Nobody knows. But it activated, it's enabled. I think. Or did it turn off? I think it turned off. Yeah, it's like time limited. Fuck if I know. Man, I don't know. Anyway, this is what this game is. A lot of this wandering around, licking the walls, trying to figure out what the fuck you're supposed to do. It's all you do around here. Okay, this just leads back this way. I see. It's like the other side or whatever. I didn't see any, but fair enough. But I was looking and I didn't spot another. They're probably up above, like where I can't even reach them. That would be my guess. Okay, so this is one of the holes to capture these. Okay, that's something at least. Okay, you just immediately exploded. What the fuck? How? What? Why did it go that direction? Really? Why does it do that? Why is it like... The fuck? Like, sometimes it just, like, drifts. Anyway. That might be enough for now. Let's see. How do I use them? They didn't explain that part. Good question. I have no clue. They didn't quite explain that either. I guess I can bait one of them since that tower is not attacking me. That's a thing. I equipped them like the blowgun. I'll have to see how that works. Either way, this one shouldn't require me to waste anything to capture. I should be able to just get this one to do it. Yep. Or, yep, no, it's done. Okay. So that's what you're supposed to do with that. Okay. Oh, I don't know if I interacted with this before. What was this about? Okay, it gave me some more of those back. I see. And there's this hole that I don't think I ever went into. So I think I have the ability now. It says strong swimmer, so I probably can do that, whatever the fuck that is. So that's another thing that could be progression, maybe. Outside of that, there's still these fucking towers, and this is probably important. Yeah, let me see what you can do here to equip these or something. I can't do it from this menu. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, so it is just like a normal item. So what happened last time, if I recall correctly, I may be in a different spot. Okay, they're just following me. I don't know if I'll get hit from here. They're facing the other way, right? So this should be safe. I hope. Like, it's not facing me, so I think this is fine. Okay. Fuck this game. Man. Okay, at least it put me here. That's better. Okay. That's something. And these jackasses have to start from... I don't even think I have enough of them right now. I have to go back and get more because this game's tedious as fuck. Yeah, so then this one... Great gameplay. Truly wondrous. Just had enough, I think. That should be all of them. Probably should restock on more of them anyway, but I only have so many of those beetles right now. What a stupid game. And we're not even halfway through this game. I'm pretty damn certain of that. Sorry about that. I was just looking at something. You better help me in a substantial way. That was a lot of fucking work. At least it's going to be a little bit easier to navigate through this area now that they're gone. So that's something. Okay, that seems like it's important. Yeah, that seems like it's mandatory for progression, so at least there's that. So that is the thing to do. So, I have a bit of an issue with this. They never save during the mummy segments. Which means that I'd be locked into this for potentially another hour. I just saved my game, right? Save point at the start? Okay. Hey, Sarah. I hope there's a save point at the start. Because I don't want to do another hour of this. But I think I just saved before anyway, so the worst that would happen is I just have to, like... Yeah, it's another game with a lot of value. So much value. Oh, thank God. Save point. Glorious save point. This may come as a shock to you, chat, but I do not want to play another hour of Mummy.